Good morning, good looking people, and you're good looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're having a great week. Hope everything is going well. Today's Hayom Yom is for the 14th of Elul, and today is just reiterating things that we've talked about in the past on how important is positivity and great energy. We've talked in the past about, if God forbid, somebody's sick, there are two ways to heal. One is to attack that organ and fix that organ, operation or whatever it needs. Or perhaps sometimes we don't need to touch that organ. We can go ahead and work around it and strengthen all the other limbs and organs around that. And by healing the body from around it, we're able to pick that organ up as well. We also talked in the past about when the Hasidim came to the Alter Rebbe after they were having altercations with the Misnagin or the people that were opposing Hasidus. And the Alter Rebbe was all about taking the high road, about approaching them with kindness, approaching them as if looking into their soul like a mirror, that if you go in with kindness, you will get back kindness. And today's Hayom Yom is again emphasizing that there are two different approaches in being successful in fighting darkness in the world. You can fight that evil, and as we learned and it talks about in the Tanya, that when you get in the mud, you get muddy, you get dirty. Or B, we can add light around that item. We don't have to attack that evil, but by adding more positivity and more energy around the environment, that will add more light. And that's another way of attacking the darkness. So let's read the Hayom Yom inside, and then I will share with you a quick story and then give you a little bit more of the background and its connection to the Parsha, and then a final comment. So the Hayom Yom for the 14th of Elul. Today's three extra Tehillim are Mem through Mem Beis, which is 40, 41, and 42. All right, reading inside. A directive from my revered father, the Rebbe Rashab, to take the offensive in battle should be shunned to the utmost, not because we lack the wherewithal to be victorious, not because we are faint of heart, but because all our energy should be dedicated to solely to fortifying our edifice, the edifice of Torah and its mitzvahs, with holiness and purity. We should dedicate our souls to this goal with actual self-sacrifice, not just merely a potential self-sacrifice. So the Rebbe Rashab is saying something very important, saying, can we fight? Yes, we can. Will we win? Yes, we will win, because we have the ability and we have the fortitude to do so. However, that's not good use of our energy. That's not good use of our time and our resources. The resources that we have, we should be putting towards building building and fortifying edifices of Torah, and doing mitzvahs, and bringing kindness, bringing light to the world. So much more can come from positive energy than to fight evil or negativity in the moment. You know, there's a small story that's brought up here about the Rebbe in Eretz Yisrael, in Jerusalem in particular. There was a situation where there was these people that would go around on Shabbos, and it was their job, that they made it their job to tell everybody about whether they were keeping Shabbos or not, and they would scream at them, and just negative, very negative. And the Rebbe sent them a letter, and he quoted a Gemara, and he said as follows, what it says in the Talmud: there are two different types of people that work in smells. There's people that work in perfume, and then there's people that work as a tanner. Both jobs are very, very important. The gentleman who's working in perfume, his job is not only to work in a good smell, but then create a good smell that goes around the world. And he's able to spray his environment and himself, and it smells great. The tanner, although his work is very important, we need all those leather items, but when he's working it, it stinks, it smells. And it says here exactly in the Talmud, I want to read it and quote it properly. The world cannot manage without a perfume maker, nor can the world manage without a tanner. But happy is he whose profession is making perfume, and unfortunate is he whose profession is tanning hides. So the Rebbe finished off his letter saying, which one would you rather be? You can go around and spread the light and spread good energy, or you can go around and be a tanner, although it's important, but you're attacking and it smells and it stinks. Who wants to do that if you have an opportunity? And the idea is that we have the ability to attack the evil both within ourselves and the communities and the people around us with good, with light, with good energy. It says in today's Hayom Yom and its connection to the Parsha of Kisavai, it's the Rebbe Rashab says we should dedicate ourselves to fortifying our edifice. In Parshas Kisavai, I'm looking at Pasuk Beis in chapter 27, and it says, "V'hakimaisa lecha avanim gedolos," that when you go into Israel, you should go ahead and get these big stones, and then you should write the words of Torah, talking about setting stones, about building. It's all about building, good energy into building. This is also setting up the Hayom Yom for tomorrow, which is the 15th of Elul, which is the day the Tomchei Tmimim Yeshiva was set up. That's tomorrow. Building. All our energy needs to be in building, and with good davening, this is what purifies the atmosphere. This is what creates holiness, and that is the message of today. Let's go with positivity. Let's go with good energy. There's so many ways to give the message to others. Let's use the positivity of the message. Let's show somebody what to do, not tell them what they're doing wrong. Let's give them the light. Let's say, hey, we could be doing this better. This is another way of doing something. This is what we can learn. Let's use that greatness. This is what Chassidus is all about. This is really the epitome of Chassidus. So have a wonderful day. Bring the positivity into yourself, into your environment, to the people around you and your family, and we will be more successful. We'll have better results and we'll achieve more goals with positivity. Have a great day, and we'll talk more tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tu B'Elul, the 15th of Elul, which is the founding of the Tomchei Tmimim. We'll talk about that tomorrow.